I just thought of something. What if so Oregon track coach still waiting to fill that position, right? We don't know who it's gonna be.
Could be Gordon.
Because of this conference realignment happening, there have been rumors that Oregon is going to
Mhm.
move conferences, right? That Pac-12 may not survive, right? It's crazy to see USC and UCLA at the Big Ten because it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What if Oregon found a way to get invited to the SEC?
Yeah.
And then if
It's a
that were to
possibility.
happen, and if we were to know, like if we were to know right now that Oregon was in the SEC in 2024, that Oregon coaching job all of a sudden will look very differently to Dennis Shaver, to Mike Holloway, to Chris Bucknam,
Mhm.
to all these SEC coaches who now will be like, oh, okay, I can still be in the SEC conference, but now I'm going to have the Oregon, I'm going to be the home of track and all that stuff, plus
Mhm.
SEC, because I think it's kind of hard for an SEC coach to want to leave the SEC for, a job. I mean, we did
Yeah.
see Coach Flo leave the SEC for Texas, but now he's going back into it. Texas
Yeah.
still has that national brand. But do you think
Texas is
if
a little
if
different. Yeah.
we if we were to find out tomorrow that Oregon was going to join the SEC, would there be a current SEC head coach in track and field that all of a sudden would be like, I want that job?
That would want it. I mean,
Because
you're
having
still
a head
relocating
coaching job in
to
the SEC is like that's the best place to be for track.
yeah, but you're still relocating to the complete opposite corner of the country. And I think
Yeah,
even if you're in the SEC, I just did Oregon have problems recruiting before in track that the being in the SEC would solve?
they don't recruit. They didn't recruit like their male sprinters weren't that's anywhere near the level of the male
Hold on,
sprinters in
Makai
SEC.
Williams. Hold on,
It's
hold on.
one. They had one. Okay, no, Oregon isn't
They
running out a 302 4x4 every year the way every SEC school does.
okay, yes, the depth may not be the same, but they've had some guys there.
Yeah, they have
I don't think it would.
individuals, but they don't have the depth the way SEC track has.
But what does Oregon want? I don't think it's what would the SEC coaches would want. I think it's how would it change Oregon's pursuit of a head coach? Would they
I
would
think
they
it
want
would.
somebody different?
I think if Oregon were to become an SEC school, they would put all of their money that they have, all that Nike money, would go into Mike Holloway, 100%.
See, but see, I think though, what would be the best way for them to win in the SEC? Would it be getting a 302 4x4, or would it just be cleaning up in the distance events?
No, I mean,
Because
the
they'd have a massive. I mean, Arkansas obviously has been really good. Ole
yeah,
Miss
and Ole
on the men's
Miss,
side,
yeah.
blah blah blah. Right, we know all that. But like, just in terms of weather and infrastructure and stuff, they'd have a huge advantage on other teams just to clean up on the distance side of
Yeah,
things.
but you don't win conference titles on distance. It's hard. Even when Ole Miss was at its peak of like literally putting like
You
three
can
to
win national
five
titles on
guys
distance
in
though.
the top eight. You can
You
win
can win
national
national
titles
titles
on
that way.
distance, but you can't really win conference titles on distance alone. It is very hard. You have to
Well, you
like
could, yeah. It just
you can't. It's not that common. So
maybe
I
do
don't know. I think that
both.
would be an
Maybe you,
interesting wrinkle where conference realignment would affect track and field. Is if Oregon became an SEC school, then all of a
yeah.
sudden we might see a bigger change of the guard. You know, because right
Mhm.
now when you look at potential Oregon coaches, you're looking more distance based. You're looking more non-SEC school type coaches. But if they became SEC, then all of a sudden, chaos.